silencio, mi canto, mi bandera, sonrisas que...
Hey, Periscopers, Dr. George here, just at the bike shop. My bike broke down just in front of the bike shop. How lucky can you get? Hey, Jenna. Hey, DL Biz. Thanks for joining. Thanks for following me here in Redondo Beach, California. I'm at the bike shop where my bike just, the chain broke or something. But hey, Gina, what a stroke of good luck. I'm right here at the bike shop, right here on the beach, and it broke like right there. So how lucky is that? Thanks for joining me. I try to give scopes on reasonable health information and answer some questions. Hey, Jennifer, thanks for inviting your followers. And the main thing is, again, reasonable, and you can follow it, not things that are so outrageous that it's, you have to be a fanatic to follow. Hey, Tomato Martini, thanks for inviting me in your store. I'll have to check in with you on my way back. I'm not sure what time you're there till, but the Grata 2. Thanks, DL Biz. Thanks for inviting your followers. Yeah, ask me questions. I'm here for probably another half hour or so until they fix my bike. But yeah, the chain just snapped or something. I don't know, but fortunate again that I'm right in front of a bike shop when that happened. And those are big Periscope Summit. Also, I'm actually making videos now for another streaming called Meevee, M-E-E-V-E-E, and just check it out. I like it because you can split the screen. You can have someone on top and someone on the bottom. You can actually, do an interview, and because I want to bring some, Nikita, some people that are excellent in the health field and wellness field, and we ask hard questions and basically just share a dialogue. Hey, thanks for that. Hey, glimpse. I like those words, but I have no idea what you're saying. But I think it looks really cool. Looks like Russian to me. AJK1111. Thanks for joining me. Looks like it's very cool. It's probably in the mid 50s, I would say, but it's always nice here. This is the alley where the bike shop is, and then the beach is right over that way. First time, Diane Bernard sent me. Oh, great. Yeah, she's a great lady. If you guys want Periscope information, she's super. She's nice on the eyes as well. She's a very attractive lady and very smart lady, and she'll give you guys some accurate information. It's cold here in Central Florida. Yeah, it was like really warm like 10 days ago, and now it's super cold. So go figure. The weather is very peculiar. And I just got over a virus. What do you think about custom? I have no idea what that is. Crack that egg, by the way, Roma. Well, maybe a love connection. No. Purely. Attractive meaning the way her demeanor is, and kind faced and smiling. That's what I mean by attractive, not the other way. Because everyone wants to be walking properly, and I get into my thinking sometimes, and I can get kind of dull. Crack that egg is right. I got that from someone, actually, Amy, who had been following me on Periscope for months, and she said that just caught on. So, yeah, I get a face in there. I guess there's some interesting people on Periscope, that trolls and all these different names that they give them, and just be nice and you'll do fine. Yeah, she is very good. Cal is warm right now. Yeah, we're on the beach, so it's always about 6 to 8 degrees colder out here than it is in inland. Yeah, and again, I'm no Periscope or live stream, expert like Diane and these others, but never take it personal if they make rude comments. Just be mindful of what your title is in your scope. If it's a little bit promiscuous, usually we'll attract those. So we have a level of responsibility. Where are you staying at? I live in Palos Verdes, here in South Bay. I guess they call it the South Bay, but it's near Redondo Beach. So that's what I would, thank you, it is nice. That's what I would recommend for you people that want to scope but you're apprehensive. Don't take it personal, number one, and label your scopes appropriately. If you have promiscuous words in there, you're usually going to attract those. Yeah, and be nice. I'm very fortunate. It's not that cold. I'm just getting over a virus. I'm probably 90% better, but so I want to stay warm. I live in Palos Verdes here in the South Bay. Thank you. If you're saying I'm wise, I'm hard-headed, so a lot of things penetrated me. Do you like 50 Cent? 50 Cent, the musician? Yeah, I'm pretty open. I like a lot of different music. Was your WC count up? I didn't get my blood work checked, but I'm sure, hopefully it was up. Hopefully my T-cell production was up. But yeah, it was probably the roughest I was hit in several years. Thank you for enjoying my scopes. I appreciate it. Oh, we certainly are. We are hard at times. Unfortunately, I don't say that happily, by the way. I hope you like Emily. Yeah. I like from Maxwell to Willie Nelson. I'm all over. Are you a cyclist? I ride maybe 50 hours a week, but I'm a cyclist with a basket on the front of my bike. So does that and I have a 7-speed, so I don't have a road bike. I don't either, but I'm a realistic. Yeah, right. Hi from Russia. Das Vidanya. Crack that egg, by the way. A realistic. Hey, I give so many typing errors. I'm surprised people still want me on their scopes, because I usually just give hearts or an emblem, but I'm listening diligently. Where do you live? In Palos Verdes, Redondo Beach area. The chain snapped or something. I don't know. It started making some clicking noise, and next thing I know, I pulled up in front of a bike shop, and they worked on my bike for years. No, I'm not an MD. I'm a DC, and they just happened to be here, and the guys worked on my bike before. Say hello from Russia. Ya Pidra. Das Vidanya. That's about all I know. But there's a lot of road bikers here because it's very conducive to bike riding, because they have the strand. It goes all the way up. I'll take you guys with me. It goes all the way up to like Santa Monica. Are you halfway in Cali? I don't know what you mean by halfway. Hey, from Moscow. I am. Physical therapy. Yeah, ask. I teach diabetes education to doctors here in the state. I'm the only chiropractor that I'm aware of that's licensed by the state to do so. So I also teach internationally through videos and things. It's just my passion. I lost my father at 56 and my 2 uncles at 55 and 31. Well, see, when you say things like that, that's not kindly way, so you have to get blocked. I'm sorry. It doesn't affect me. Familiar with pelvic floor muscle therapy? I am. Necessarily I can to strengthen the muscles. Well, what I would recommend with any crack that egg with any therapies is find out more, as much as you can about it, and have it done professionally, and then see what you can do on your own to aid the therapist. Does that make sense? Don't try to kind of go off on your own, but follow professionals. They'll give you some advice, and then you can fine tune it for your particular body. We see athletes, we see soccer people who want to walk on. We've got 2 guys who want to walk on the international soccer field that have ankle. One of them has ankle issues, so we're just helping them. I mean, it's a joint effort. I still practice. I practice about 25 hours a week here in Redondo Beach. Good Life Chiropractic. Excellent office, excellent staff. All the doctors there are top notch. And, we help a lot of people. We probably see 20, 30 new patients a week. We just do a lot of great work. Hi from Russia. Wow, so many people from the Soviet Union. I'm sorry, they don't call it the Soviet Union anymore. From Russia following me. Be well. Thank you. Chiropractor and diabetic specialist. That's a great combination. Thank you. Just finished taking a class to become a hypnotherapist. Awesome guy. Who is he? Excellent. I live in San Diego, trying where you are, where I love Cali. San Diego is about an hour and a half south of me. It's past Orange County, so it's just down the coast. Hey, NYC. Hey, Harley dude. You've been following me for a while. Hey, welcome. Got a great adjustment today. Fantastic. I'm going to get my adjustment today, too. My wife has a sprained meniscus. Can chiropractic help? Sprained meniscus. So the question is it torn? And who has she seen? Did they do an MRI? How did they determine it was sprained? I'm cutting out all sugar. Great. You can add things like stevia, coconut sugar, date sugar. They're all low glycemic load, relatively high nutritional value for a sweetener. And again, just do it in steps. Don't try to, don't get a diagnosis on Monday and then you make drastic changes on Tuesday. Usually that doesn't last. Oh yeah, you're not too far from where I live. Oh, excellent, Drew. Check us out as well. Really nice beanie. I need a better beanie. My wife got me this one. It's more of a dressed beanie, but I got high sugar levels. Okay, the next question is, what are you doing about it? Hello. The key is not to be a fanatic, just to do reasonable things consistently, and I promise you'll get good results. Everyone has diabetes? No, that's not an accurate statement. Unfortunately, agave is not a good sugar substitute from the research that I've read. And any recommendations that I give, I have no personal vendettas or against or for anything. I'm giving you based on peer-reviewed research. Lower your sugar intake, decrease carbs. Yeah, decrease simple carbs, especially at nighttime. There's some hard research that they affect the human growth hormone and IGF-1 and all these neat things that keep us young. She went to the doc once, but when limping around, she needs an MRI scan. I would get that ASAP, because you want to know what you're dealing with, and then you can apply the proper therapies and, or if needed, surgery. There's some new techniques coming out now where they inject a stem cell, or I think it's PRP, actually into the meniscus, and it helps regenerate material. Look into that. How do you feel about Actos? I have no idea what that is. Okay, great. Office debate, puff, puff, pass, or puff, puff, give. I don't understand what you're talking about. It's a diabetic pill, I believe. Yeah, but see, here's what I think about it. What I call pills are exotics. So anything you add to your lifestyle like that, I call it an exotic. And that alone may help, but you're not going to resolve any type of health problem with a pill, in my humble opinion, whether it's a prescription medication or a nutritional product. You have to do a combination of things and not leverage everything on one element. It's kind of like saying, I'm going to take bitter melon for my diabetes, and you don't change anything else, and the bitter melon doesn't work. Then you say, oh, that bitter melon's nonsense. Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but that's not a realistic test or challenge. What do you suggest for not being able to drastic? I didn't get that. When you do 4-line text, copy them and repost them. How do I get rid of this external hemorrhoid? Okay, in most cases that I'm aware of, and I've been doing this 20 years, whenever you have a hemorrhoid, it's a sign of a liver dysfunction. The liver's not functioning properly, and the only vein that flows away from the heart is the portal vein, and that flows near the anus and goes back up toward the heart. When the liver is not working properly, it makes chemicals that are very molecularly heavy, and they begin to pool on the bottom of that portal vein. Combine that with a poor diet, that portal vein becomes weak and it outpouches either through pressure or other issues. So the liver is directly involved, in my opinion, in most cases, and usually your lab test will show a high elevated liver enzymes or AST or other things. And if you just would clean up your lifestyle and support the liver and the hemorrhoid gets better, then there you go. So think of the hemorrhoid as kind of like a red flag. Hey, there's something wrong with me. Please help me. Please help me. Don't look at it as, let me just remove the hemorrhoid. That's like removing the warning sign. The problem is still happening. And there's a ton of things you can do reasonably. On the subject of the liver, you want nice skin, take care of that organ. That's super important. How do I not be drastic with diabetic changes? Well, take a step back and look at the 5 things that you're doing that promote unhealthiness. Because remember, you're unhealthy first, then you become chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia or type 2 diabetic. Health issues happen first. Those are just markers. So there's no such thing as a healthy type 2 diabetic. It doesn't exist because the person has gotten themselves in this. Usually they have high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, hair loss, skin disruptions, and then they become a diabetic. So it's all about being healthy, and my goal on these scopes and in my Lean Body 360 program is to make it as easy as possible to implement in your life and not to shake up your family when you start making adjustments. Just kind of ease into it and oh, you're so welcome. That's what it's really about. What can you do? Does it have longevity? I just gained weight and became a diabetic. Okay, so you were unhealthy, gained weight along the way, and then one of the markers was diabetes. I totally get it. Now the next question is, what are you prepared to do about it? And that's when you take a step back, take a breath, and say, okay, what are my options? And who's teaching these options, and does it sound reasonable to me to implement? That's what it's all about, reasonable implementation. Anyone promising you the world or fixing things in a week, it just, it's like anything else in life. Good things sometimes take some time, but once you get rolling, it's amazing what can happen. But thanks, guys, for coming in. I'll take you up in Manhattan Beach. I got a little bit of surprise for you today. If he's in, I'm going to go see this barber. What does it mean? Reasonable means what can you apply both financially, your time, and consistently to your lifestyle that's going to give you the maximum benefit. Will the effects stopping antidepressants ever wear off? It can. I've been adding apple cider vinegar to your scope last week. Good. Again, it's an exotic, but it's one thing. It's one step in the right direction. It creates some healthy metabolic processes in the body. So, again, reasonable. I guess it's a pretty relative term for some people, but to me is what can someone do day in, day out that's not drastic, like a drastic change. I'm gonna be all organic, or I'm gonna, fast for a day. Some people that's good in here, but doesn't work out. Exercising and cutting out sugar. Exercising, initially, in my program and in my scopes, I talk about it. Sometimes it's it's not the first. It's not in my top 3 priorities. Maybe even top 4 priorities. Okay, there's other things that are more important than just going out there and sweating and raising your heart rate. Because remember, exercise is micro trauma. You're traumatizing your body with micro tears, and the body rebuilds and reheals after about 24 to 48 hours with your lifestyle. So exercise can actually be a negative. Plus, if you're unhealthy and you're acidic already, it's going to put you possibly into acidosis, which can create other metabolic disorders. So let me get my bike and get rolling. I got a treat for you. I'm going to get my hair cut, and this barber he's something else. So we'll go and I'll scope from the chair. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye-bye.